There is a breaking news update. I'm reading from it. It's concerning Indian students, and it says here that in view of the uncertainties of the current situation in Ukraine, Indian nationals in Ukraine, particularly students whose stay is not essential, may consider leaving temporarily. Indian nationals are also advised to avoid all non-essential travel to and within Ukraine. Indian nationals are requested to keep the embassy informed about the status of their presence in Ukraine. And the big news point that's coming out of this is in the morning there was one missing mention. Now, a lot of people have been writing into our newsrooms asking for how they can get help from the Indian government. The government, that is the embassy here, has just released this, official communication saying, for maintaining contact with Indian citizens in light of the situation, Embassy of India has opened the following special helplines and email ID. Urgent and emergency related queries must be directed only to these numbers. However, please note that given the deluge of phone calls and emails, Embassy may not be able to respond to all queries. Any new information would be regularly published on Embassy websites, Twitter, Facebook page. Contact numbers on your screen. So that's the contact number that the government of India, that's the embassy, the Indian embassy has just shared with all those students who had concerns, were wondering where they can get help from. In fact, many worried parents also spoke to Republic TV this afternoon, saying that they were wondering how they can bring their children back. But on that note, let me get in another, let me get in Christopher now. Christopher, you think, with the rhetoric now playing out, West and Ukraine saying that Putin has been forced to de-escalate, and with Kremlin now saying that they've already won without a shot being fired, do you think there is a possibility this could have been rhetoric and each side ratcheting up the tensions with just rhetoric all along? Do the facts on the ground match?
My feeling is that Mr. Putin is playing a long game here. I think he really never came to terms with the fact that the Soviet Union is no longer there. He still looks at the map and he sees the map as it was in 1989. And now that he's been in charge for so many years, now he has to leave some kind of legacy behind him, and that legacy will be a message to his people that the limits of the country that he knew in 1989 have to be restored. Now, evidently, at this moment, he has decided that making a military incursion into Ukraine would be very, very costly. Economically, it would be costly in terms of influence around the world, et cetera, so that they've drawn back. But this isn't over. Pressure on Ukraine will be kept up. It may not be military pressure, but there will be political pressure, economic pressure, et cetera.